Okay, what is
26.
26.
Yeah, WrestleMania 26 from Glendale, Arizona.
Home of the Arizona Cardinals.
One of your favorites.
Yes. One of my
Carson
favorites.
Palmer.
And they don't have Carl Stansby anymore. He's going to Cleveland.
Oh, well.
And they overpaid him. Surprise, surprise.
Oh, well. Something we forgot to mention for WrestleMania 25. The theme song choice I thought was very awesome. AC/DC, classic AC/DC.
Yeah, heavy-powered AC/DC.
I mean, it was War Machine and Shoot to Thrill.
And it was that Kid Rock song, Hot.
Yeah, that was just for the Divas match.
Yeah, but that's still considered a theme song.
I guess. So anyway, we get to 26. The theme song for this one is I Made It by Kevin Rudolph.
Oh, yeah. Oh, where is he now?
Don't know.
Okay.
Don't care either. Yeah, and the other one was Be Yourself by Audio Slave.
Yep.
Which
and
was also the Divas, the Divas Search back in the day. That was that theme song.
And then Thunderstruck was also one of the theme songs.
Yes.
Because the Iron Man 2 came out around that time.
That's right.
And the sound and the whole Iron Man 2 soundtrack was AC/DC music. So
fully.
Yeah. So.
So now with that out of the way, let's get right into the show. The dark match was another what a surprise, a battle royal.
26 men. 26
men because it's 26 people. 26 years wrestling.
Yeah, 26 years.
And the winner was Yoshitatsu because it was a international crowd. There was a lot of international people from Japan and various parts of Asia there.
Yes, and look where he is now in NXT.
Yeah, and he eliminated Zack Ryder to win.
And look where he is now.
Yeah, he's got a new YouTube show now. It's called The Last Resort.
And there's that rumor that he's going to be in a group with Dolph Ziggler and The Miz called the Dysfunctional Guys or whatever.
More like the Disposable Guys. Now we get on to the show. Again, I forgot who sang the national anthem. Or somebody. It's not the national anthem. It's America the Beautiful.
Yeah, because Vince has always said America the Beautiful is better than the national
anthem. It's a much prettier song. That's
disrespecting our national anthem, sir.
It makes Vincent Kennedy McMahon cry, damn it. Anyway. Alright, so the show kicks off with John Morrison and R-Truth against Show Miz.
Which only lasted 3 minutes and I didn't care about.
The Miz and the Big Show. Nothing really too special.
No, there was anything about it.
One of the worst openers in WrestleMania history?
Yeah, because it was only 3 minutes long.
Uh-huh.
With a 3 minute long... well, we won't even go into 28. We'll do that in the next 2 videos.
Save it.
Yep.
The next match, I was very intrigued because I was a pretty big fan of this group. Legacy. Remember the Legacy?
Yes.
With Randy Orton, Ted DiBiase, and Cody Rhodes. But at this WrestleMania, they all faced each other. And the wrong guy won. You're supposed to... WWE is supposed to be making new stars.
And look where those 3 ended up. Ted DiBiase's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Cody Rhodes is now in the tag team with Goldust, with his brother, Goldust. And once they lost the titles, they went off into mediocrity. And Randy Orton's now the World Heavyweight Championship, and his persona's not any different. And they booed him out in the Royal Rumble. Yeah. And they booed him out of the Elimination Chamber. People just don't like Randy Orton anymore.
Yeah.
He's been in that company for 12 years, and and what was that, like that Wind Rises movie? You have 10 years of a career, and then you can't do anything big anymore.
Yeah,
it's like that. That Italian inventor.
Yes, that's right, Japanese boy.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, the wrong guy won. I believe. I think.
What do you think should have won?
DiBiase.
Oh, yeah, well, that was what they originally were to go for. He was supposed to be the babyface going into it.
Yeah.
But they decided to change it to Randy because Randy, they could trust better.
The only thing memorable about this match, I will say, is the ending.
Oh, yeah.
Because at the very end, he does this again.
Yes, which he brought back because he was turning into a babyface.
Yeah. All right.
I didn't even care about that match.
Yeah. Now we got to...
Oh yeah, Mister, I can't get the briefcase off the latch.
Money in the Bank.
And it took me 2 minutes just to try to get it off, and I couldn't get it off.
Money in the Bank.
And look where you are now. You're in a tag team that's about to break up. We the people.
That's right. Money in the Bank ladder match. Jack Swagger against Christian, against Matt Hardy, against Kane, against Drew McIntyre, Kofi Kingston, Dolph Ziggler, MVP, Shelton Benjamin, and Evan Bourne.
Yeah, 10 men this time. And even with 10 men, you couldn't even make it that good. There weren't that many great moments. It was just people falling off ladders and everything. Everything we've seen in Money in the Bank before. There was nothing really any different.
I picked Swagger to win.
Yeah, he was the only one that actually picked it.
Spinnernet. Me and Spinnernet were the only two people that picked Jack Swagger to win.
I don't remember who I picked.
But yeah, that was funny. Can Swagger do it? Can he do it? He's got to the...
It took them 2 minutes to just try to get the... And they edited it out. And they edited that part out. They just had him like, oh, he's got it. Ah! Instead of just like... I mean, how hard is it to just grab the hook, slip the briefcase out? I mean,
it's not that hard. It's one of those clip things.
Yeah. Here, I got it on my keychain. Listen. This is what the type of thing that it was hold on to. See? This is what he was trying to do. He was just like...
Well, when you're sweating and touching sweaty guys, I mean...
Oh, come on. But the only other Money in the Bank winners were able to grab it, take it out.
Well, they got grip, I guess.
Well, Swagger doesn't got grip, and he held that world title for a while, and look what happened to him.
Yeah, so Swagger wins that. Next match, another match I was looking forward to.
Yeah.
And my brother actually watched this match, surprisingly. Because he likes Sheamus. Triple H versus Sheamus.
I think they pushed way too early.
I don't know. I think it was just
at that time. He was champion. His first time. They made him WWE champion. That was his first ever title, and that was like, oh wow, they're pushing him.
That was cool.
They're pushing him up to the roof.
That was awesome.
And then Triple H is facing him, and then it's like, okay, what's gonna happen here?
They go, oh fuck. Exactly. So this match was very enjoyable, I thought.
It had its moments.
It definitely had its moments. I think it did make
Sheamus... I think it needed more time.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I think it should have gone a little longer, but I think it helped Sheamus in the long run.
Yeah, because he became champion again. He ended up moving to SmackDown, became champion again, won King of the Ring. He didn't do anything other than that afterwards. So he still got some ways to go.
Yep.
But I will say this. It should have been longer, and it shouldn't have been a normal wrestling match. It should have been a street fight. Because, come on, you got an Irish guy,
Belfast brawl.
Yes, you know how to brawl if you're an Irish guy. And you have Triple H, who's a badass motherfucker. So you put those two together, I mean, come on. I mean, just let them fight it out. Just let them go at it. I mean, there was really no... I will say this, there was really no hatred between the two. And what did Triple H do once Sheamus attacked him previously? I respect what you did. I respect the fact that you took me out last week. I was like, what kind of person says that?
And then the next night on Raw, where he's saying the whole thing about Shawn Michaels, and then Sheamus hits him in the back of the head with a lead pipe. I was like, really?
Okay. Okay.
Why? What's the point of that?
Alright, whatever.
So yeah, that match was okay, I guess.
Yeah, it was like 12 minutes long.
The next match was CM Punk versus Rey Mysterio, and CM Punk was with the Straight Edge Society.
Yeah, back when he was doing that.
Big LG, Luke Gallows, and Serena.
Or both gone.
Yeah. So if
Serena was doing that Sinead O'Connor gimmick.
Yeah. Nothing compares to you.
Straight Edge.
Exactly. So if Punk won, Mysterio would have to join the Straight Edge Society.
Which it should have changed to, hey, you take your mask off.
Yeah. Or just give Mysterio the Punk mask that he gave that one. So this one was
very short. And what was the build up to it? Oh, Rey Mysterio's daughter.
Happy birthday birthday, Princess Aaliyah.
Yeah, exactly. That was like
Charlie Manson type shit.
It was like, oh hey, we're gonna sing happy birthday to my daughter. CM Punk's gonna interfere. It's like, how dare you interrupt this party? I'm gonna face you at WrestleMania. Okay.
If you win, you join the Stratus Society.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right, I'm gonna kick your ass, and I'm gonna do it dressed like the Avatar people.
Oh yeah, that's right. But that was kind of funny though. When he was making his entrance, we didn't really see his entrance.
Well, no, because they screwed it up.
He jumped up, like, oh shit, there he is.
Oh yeah, because they screwed it up. They screwed up the jump.
Yeah.
And so they was like, oh crap, he had to climb out or something like that.
Or they just didn't even catch it.
Yeah.
So this one was all right. The next one, although, was not all right. Bret Hart versus Vince McMahon.
Which lasted how long? That felt like forever.
11 minutes long.
It was like, ah.
And the Hart family was supposedly supposed to be in Vince's corner.
But they all cashed out.
It's the Hart family. Come on.
But they all cashed out their checks and everything, and so they got their money. And then Bret's like, Bret screwed Vince!
Yeah.
Ring the bell! And then he just wailed on him with a chair for what seemed like forever, and then finally put him in the sharpshooter.
Yeah, that was... Oh.
Well, that's what happens when Bret Hart can't wrestle anymore. He's out of shape.
Yeah, and he had a stroke too.
Yeah, so he can't do that.
Can't really do that.
I mean, it would have been better if they would have started the match and it only lasted a minute and it was just him wailing on him and then 1, 2, 3, that's it, boom, it's over. Then you could have given more time to the other matches.
One knockout punch and a sharpshooter. That's all it deserved to be.
Yeah, it didn't need to go 11 minutes long.
No.
Nobody cared.
No one cared. Well, except for maybe those diehard Bret Hart fans.
Like all the ones in Canada?
Yeah, and a few in the Americas too.
Mm-hmm.
Next one, Jericho versus Edge.
Oh.
For the world title. Where Edge came back. He came back from an Achilles tendon injury.
Yeah, I mean, you know how hard that is to recover from that? I mean, that's a career-threatening injury.
Yeah.
Most athletes are...
My dad had an Achilles injury. And he had to walk in a boot for almost a year.
Yeah, it's tough to recover from something like that. It really is. I mean, that type of thing, I mean, most people that I worked in a hospital for 2.5 years. Most people that I know that had that injury have said that they've had to come back numerous times because it's hard to walk on it after a while. It's hard.
Not pretty.
Some people can't. Some people just aren't. You know, when Edge really worked hard to try to get back in shape for him to walk on it and everything, but some people can't recover from that. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Anything memorable about this one except for maybe the
ending, the spear at the end, which should have been part of the match, but really wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, there isn't really. I mean, come on, you have two veterans, Chris Jericho and Edge. You expect a great match out of those two, but it felt like two heels were going at it. It didn't feel like Edge. I mean, Edge was the baby face in there, but it still felt like. But it still felt like Edge was a heel.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like.
He was still wearing the rated R superstar stuff.
I mean, it wasn't like until later in like late 2010, 2011 when he really did become a babyface because everyone started liking
him. He was a babyface when he came back, and then he turned heel. Remember?
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
And then he turned babyface again.
He came in as a babyface. Nobody liked it, so they turned him heel. But then they didn't like him heel, so they turned him babyface again. Moved him to SmackDown, and then people started loving him again. So we'll wait till we get to that next year.
So yeah, that one was all right. Match for the title. Then we got the 10 Diva Tag match.
Let's skip that, please.
Alrighty then. John Cena versus Batista.
I would like to skip this because it wasn't as great as their match at SummerSlam.
Once again, the wrong guy won. But hey, it's WrestleMania, so...
Yeah, John Cena... Only this time they stepped down John Cena's entrance. It was basically the drums and the...
Yeah, it's the army guy.
Yeah.
Which he was still doing the Marine, which came out 4 years prior.
Yeah.
Logic.
It's hard to top that. It's hard to top the one he did at 25.
Again, WWE logic. So, this one, Cena wins by submission.
Yeah.
Against Batista.
And nothing memorable about that.
Nothing memorable. And the main event, deserved to be the main event.
And it did, and it was the best match of the night.
Absolutely. The Undertaker against Shawn Michaels, but this one had a stipulation to it.
Yes.
Streak versus career. And it was no DQ.
Yes.
Yeah. So if Shawn Michaels lost, he would have to retire. Mm-hmm. And this one...
Which everyone knew was going to happen, so you knew that Undertaker was winning.
Yeah.
So it really took that... I mean, that's the one thing I didn't like about that was what took it out of the match. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, Shawn is losing this match. There is nothing that Taker and Michaels can do that is going to make me think that he's going to win.
And it sucked because I am, like, Shawn Michaels is my favorite wrestler, I'll say of all time. And
so it was an emotional moment when he lost.
Yeah.
He did that whole walk to the back.
No, that and the next night on Raw.
Yeah.
And when Undertaker's like, if you lose, your career is over. I'm like, oh, fuck, no.
And now he's the guest on the backstage pass in the pre-show now.
No, he's doing his
And back
HB Shizzle!
And what was that? He actually grew out a beard at that point. I was like, what the
nice scruff and stuff.
I was like, what was that, Shawn?
HB Shizzle!
Well, now he can pass things on through Daniel Bryan.
But this one, I think, was... I don't know.
Not as good as the one last year.
I don't know if this one was as good as the one.
I would give it 3.5 stars.
Out of 5?
Yes.
I give it a 4.
Yeah.
The other one
I gave it a 5. So.
Perfect 5.
It was pretty much. I mean, they used the same moves. The only thing they did different was the table. He went through the table.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
They didn't have a cameraman this time.
Oh.
So they used the table.
Wait. Didn't Dad say something about that, Jake?
No.
What? I don't think no, he did. He did say something.
What did he do?
Oh, fuck. Not again. They're at it again? They're in the main event this time? What the hell is wrong with this society? Anyway, so that's WrestleMania 26 for y'all.
Better than 25.
Oh, much better.
Because the right match closed the show. It got a little bit more, so I'd give it a 6.5 to 7 out of 10.
Out of 10?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go 6.5 also. I mean, I think there were a few matches that definitely deserved to go on a lot longer.
Yes.
One match did not. One didn't even deserve to be on there, period. But they had to have a Divas match.
But they had to have a tag team match.
That's true. But, yeah, I give it 6.5 out of 5.
You know what I say about a lot of these WrestleManias is that they try to put everybody on there, that it kind of hurts the show. I think that if they just had 5 matches and they made them go longer than what they usually do, I think that people were like, wow, these are really great. You know what I mean? I think the best of the best deserve to be on the card, and the rest should be in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Forever and ever and ever.
Amen.
Okay.
So that was 26. Next up, we get to Sunday Night Raw! Or 27, as we like to
Yes, Sunday Night Raw. My God. Do we have to talk about that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.